Hello babes, how are you? If you're new, hi, welcome. And yes, you see another celebrity tarot and you see the title. Yes, I know we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star. We're going to find out if he's really evil or just misunderstood, or let's figure it out, you know. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to resonate with all of you. And between energies can be mixed up as well. Remember that, again, this is all for entertainment purposes only. And this is all allegedly. So, again, take it or leave it and take it as it is. With this said, I want to remind you as well that I do not run a daycare. So here, you cannot argue with me and win. Again, I don't argue. I delete and block and move on. Because I said before, this is just for entertainment purposes only. And I'm fulfilling people's wishes in reading. So with this said, let's enjoy, and yes, that's that. So let's see what is going on with Jeffree. Let me just go like that. Let's see. Jeffree Star. What can you tell me about Jeffree Star, mother? The devil right away. So we got Judgment, Seven of Cups, and the devil right here. And the reverse. The Queen of Wands, the Star, the Nine of Wands. Can we get an overall energy, please? Just one. Thank you so much. So, Death card. So we got Scorpio energies, Libra, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius energy, Aries, and Libra. So what I see right here is that, first of all, he had at one point, it seems to be allegedly in the card said that he had a lot of power at once. You know, everybody was on it. Everybody was buying his stuff. He was like the moment, right? He also encountered a lot of people who wanted to use him. He did not wanted to see that red flag with the devil Capricorn energy. He didn't want to see that. He's like, oh no, they're my friends, or they really love me. So he allowed these people to get close, and he opened up to them, and he allowed them in their home. Sorry, in his life, right? It seems to be that these people had all the intention to use them since day one. I'm gonna move this real quick. So it seems right here that somebody in his either or group, maybe workers or people who were actually in his life before he even started to do makeup and all that. At this point, they told him, right, that hey, you know what, check it out. They may not be here for a good purpose and all that, but he wasn't wanting to hear that. He wanted to believe that these people were really there for him. He had a little bit of intuition, but he, you know, like we all do at one point, ignore it and give the person or the people the benefit of the doubt. People were using him, right? Because the star right here, like Jeffree Star, he is a little star. He's like celebrity. He has money and all of that. No, I know he's not loved by everybody. He had his past. You guys can talk about everything you want. It's nothing that we do not know. But at the end of the day, he has money. He's a celebrity, and he was used. Regardless of everything he's done, that we all know, that I'm not gonna place my opinion on it, because again, this caused a lot of controversy, and I know it wasn't right, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But everything he's done in the past, like you just got to Google it up, TikTok and all that. So it's nothing that you guys need to, oh, you know, like babe, I'm 29, about to be 30. I know, I've seen it. But overall, he did, and he does have money. He has power, and a lot of people saw that. They wanted to use him. The sad part about that too is like these people didn't even like him. These people always thought he was evil, that he was a lot of negative things, but they still used him because they wanted, they knew that his fame or his fans or his followers were going to follow them. Now with the Nine of Wands right here and the Death card right here, whenever everything exploded and he found out all of it, he was quite hurt, but it was something that he was used to. He has been used before, so it was a feeling that he's like, oh yeah, you know, it hurts, but I'm resilient. Like he's a very strong, like willing, he has a lot of strong will, and he's like, you know, I'm not gonna let people see me down. He did what he needed to do, like meaning like healing and do whatever he needed to do to get over it. And but he has been used before, so it was something that he wasn't unfamiliar with. But he said, you know what, I'm done with that. I'm gonna just stay to myself, and I'll get new friends, and if I get new friends, I'm gonna make sure that they're for real, because you know he was done with that. He wanted some new energies in his life. With the Justice in reverse right here, a lot of things were stolen from him. It seems like it. Allegedly, they took a lot from him, and this could be not only time, energy, as well as, you know, like using his image for thumbnail or so and get the fame because he was maybe in their video and they knew, and people knew that they were with Jeffree, or that they knew Jeffree. So at that point when Jeffree Star was very big, and in the Sean Dawson videos and all of that, like people knew, and they knew that that was the hot moment to talk about Jeffree and get some sort of clout. So he felt like allegedly at one point that a lot of things were unfair because they used his image to get the content. Like people will go to places when they knew he was there because of the makeup and all of that. With the Wheel of Fortune right here in the reverse, I do feel like since specific, I will say 2019, 2020 until today, things has not going that well for him. I'm not saying money wise, I'm talking about just the image, people resurfacing things that he did in the past, and like continue to like talk about him but not in a good light. And I feel like there was like a setback here on their Jeffree's career in a way. And I'm not talking about his makeup, I'm talking about YouTube. Okay, when the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse right here, and the Five of Swords in the reverse, and the Five of Swords, wait, there's another one, the Six of Wands in the reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So there was we know that some brands didn't want to work with them no more. Five of Swords in the reverse. People say like, oh, I don't want conflict, I want to talk about it, but people start making videos about him allegedly and talking about things that really did not make Jeffree look good, but also was like not necessarily to know. But the fact that they utilized the hate that there was already surfacing to add to it, and it was gonna get attention, and it was gonna be added to Jeffree's image. With the Six of Wands and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse right here. It seems right here that whoever the fans that once praised Jeffree for who he was, for everything he's done, because he's self-made. And I remember seeing Jeffree Star when he used to be a singer, when he had pink hair, when he was on MySpace. I'm a MySpace gal. Yeah, I had MySpace back then. And he was like a MySpace musician, and he was like a MySpace like celebrity back then. That's when I remember. So everybody that was praising that he was his merch and all that was in Hot Topic and all that, that was like so long ago. But once again, everybody that was praising him at one point and like cheering him up and cheering him on, I'm sorry, just give him his back and everything, they once praised, they start hating, And with the Ten of Swords right here, at one point Jeffree allegedly he felt betrayed with the Ten of Swords, air energy of like, oh my god, everybody's like hating on me, like I'm already on the floor and they want to continue to like hate on me. And with the Ace of Wands right here, there was a miracle. Ace of Wands right here was an intention, and that's when he decided to like move to Wyoming, I think it's called, when he moved, and started to have a easier life, because he realized at one point that even though that, again, he knows what he did in the past, and I do know that he apologized, right? And regardless of that, I mean, I don't know what to tell you there. I'm not actually siding with any sides. I'm just reading the cards as it is. So he energetically, allegedly, Jeffree Star knows that he did wrong, and he did what he did, and that he can take it back. So again, he knows that. So at the end of the day, now that, at the time he was doing his stuff over there in LA, he realized that a lot of people were fake, that he couldn't trust anybody, that the people that once kissed you in the cheek, now they're spitting on your face, pretty much, And this is the kind of betrayal that he endured and faced, allegedly, all of it. And he decided to take the people that he could trust at this point. People who he could trust was maybe some family members and the team members that was with him, that have been very loyal to him, especially the ones that he still has. And he just wanted to stay away from like rich, entitled people, as he felt like, not that people not only were intimidated by his presence and his power, is also it seems like where he was living or around, allegedly, right, the people that lived around there were not actually very happy with him being self-made. Some people will never see you as a rich person, even if you haven't been born in the like Nepo baby kind of energy, you know what I'm saying? So I realized like it was a world of fake, and that it wasn't worth to be there, and that he'd rather have peace, and not only peace but also have like honest human connections, and he walked away from it. Because he was becoming problematic. He felt like he was becoming too problematic, allegedly, of course, and that he just didn't want to do that. He didn't want to become that Jeffree that he was in the past. He was trying to do better, and he said, like, you know what, I did so good, and then he was just falling in controversy after controversy, he said, she said kind of energy, and he was just not very happy and at peace. And there were other reasons as well that you may find on TikTok and on Google. You don't have to like tell me, oh, you have, like, babe, if I have a YouTube channel, I have internet, I know how to look it up, you know what I'm saying? So at this point right here, I know the other things that there was on TikTok. I saw allegedly a podcast, of course, that he's saying all these things, explaining why he left her. So, and I'm gonna say allegedly because again, I was not there. So allegedly all the things that he said, and if you want to figure it out, go over there on TikTok and look it up. But at this point, there was other reasons, but one of the strongest reasons as well was the fact that he was done with fake people. It's like he was always constantly proved that he deserved to be there. And it's like, bro, he's like, I don't need to prove myself so much. And it's like, that's like the LA disease. And that's how the energies are saying, like, when you are with the rich, entitled people, you want, and you know that you're not a Nepo baby, or that you did not, that you were not born in that. It's hard to fit in because people like start from the bottom and they go somewhere regardless of who they are. They know the struggles, and they know, and they share it, and they have a different mentality. People who are born in the riches, right? They just don't. And it's like you wouldn't have a lot in common with those kind of people. So he decided to start over and do other things with his money and his time as well. With Herman right here, he decided, Virgo energy, to be in the Herman mode, which is, find a home, focus on his money and his business, being at ease and at peace with himself, and stay away from drama. And so far, it has worked. I know there's a recent scandal, but so far it did work. Let's call it like that. Allegedly scandal. With the Two of Cups in the reverse right here, I do feel like energetically he wasn't looking for love, and I do feel like he could have found somebody that he could get, that who he could actually see as a potential partner. Allegedly all of it. I do see right here that there's still something in Jeffree's energies that he needs to embrace, the divine feminine energy. I do feel like he at times doesn't understand that some people will still perceive you in a negative way but still pursue you because you can actually better their life. And I feel like sometimes he falls into like energetically like, let me give this person the benefit of the doubt, or I don't want to be alone kind of energy, and this is like the adult feeling. I understand perfectly, but allegedly he needs to be careful of the people who may actually try to get in to be in his life, as again they could be trying to use him. With the Five of Wands, there's more controversies here. With the Five of Wands here, as I said before, there's going to be conflict. There's going to be people talking about him and like having different opinions. So I do see different opinions on people who do, let's say, like him or that support him. And there's a lot of like controversy coming from the other end, because I do hear that whoever does talk about Jeffree, especially I'm talking about gossips and all that, and the gossip channels, they get views. And even though that they're doing their job, it's also affecting his career, because they're actually, it seems like they're not using the word allegedly and they're just making it a fact. And I feel like this is affecting his image. And with the Two of Swords, I do feel like he may try to fight back, meaning that he may try to sue these companies or these people who are actually not using the allegedly word. They're making it a fact without knowing. And that's why, again, that's why I'm so careful what I say. That's why I put my disclaimers. That's why I use the word allegedly too, because again, none of us were there and are not there. So I do feel like he may sue these people who are actually gossip channels or let's say a magazine or so, making things a fact. So these people may get sued and he may win, because once again, I do feel like he may win if he were to do that, because at the end of the day, all of these things that were brought to light are actually just things that already happened, and or things that are actually maybe got out of context in certain magazines, and I'm not saying that anything about it. I'm saying like whatever this is that he could win is something that was taken out of context and put on a magazine or something like that. I'm not saying anything else, a specific something, but I do feel like he may win that. He's not gonna win a lot of money because I do feel like he has more money than whatever this company or this YouTuber, whoever had. But I do feel right here that he's gonna win that if he were to sue. And with the page source right here, is going to actually set people straight. And I feel like gossips without really evidence and without talking to him first is not gonna happen no more. With the 5 of Cups and the reverse and the 9 of Wands and the Star, and I do feel like his image is going to recover again. I do know that a lot of people don't like him, and I do know that, again, you got your reasons. I'm not telling you that you don't have your reasons. Like I said before, I'm not going to argue with anything. I'm just literally just fulfilling one of my subscribers' request on Jeffree Star that I was given on Instagram. So at this point, like I said before, it seems like he's gonna bounce back, and he's gonna go back again to be the Jeffree Star. Like he's gonna be even more successful. I do see more makeup and other companies coming up. And again, I'm for those who don't like him, and you want me to tell you that he's gonna do wrong or bad in his life, I don't see that happening. I do see like he's just making more money and getting there. So that's what I see. I do feel that. I'm not telling you, the cards are not telling that he's evil or he's good. It's telling you that what could happen in his life. I do feel like the cards are telling me to not be the judge and the jury, because I literally have no power over that. But you be the judge and the jury if you want. You let me know what you think about him in the comments, and anything is respectful towards me, towards whatever you're talking. Keep in mind that you got to be respectful. But hey, again, what do you think about him? What do you think? After all of this, what do you think about Jeffree? Like, do you think he's good? Do you think he's bad? What do you think about him? What is your opinion over it? Like I said before, I don't express my opinion on situations like controversial things. So you let me know. But overall, the card says he's not good or evil. He's just there. So you tell me how you feel about him. Let's see what is a message that Jeffree Star could actually get from the angels. Okay, so he has Angel 104. You are surrounded by the love of God and the angels who are lifting you up to a happier level. You can speed up this effect by maintaining a positive outlook. Angel 100. This is a strong message from God, telling you that your positive thoughts are necessary to create the outcome you desire. And Angel 107. You've been listening to God's loving guidance, and as a result, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So this is a message for him, or anybody who watch it. You can actually take it for you if you want to. So this is the end of the reading. Thank you so much. I had fun. I do have fun a lot when I do celebrity tarot. I want to remind you again, as my disclaimers all tells you, that this is for entertainment purposes only, and this is all allegedly. Again, take it or leave it. It's up to you. I'm not making anything a fact. You be the judge and the jury. So with this said, thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll follow back. I'll also go live this upcoming Saturday on the 25th if you want a reading, as well as I go live on TikTok as well. So you want to follow me in there so you keep up with my posts. I'll also have a small group on Facebook, and I'll have an upcoming project on my Patreon for classes. And I also have a website for personal reading. So if you want a personal reading, please let me know, and make sure to book online. That's the way you can let me know. So with this said, thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and